There you go, boys and girls. How you doing? Tommy Morris, Detroit City TV again here, live from Hockeytown, Detroit Sports Broadcast Association, with the one and only legendary, once Red Wing defenseman, Chris CHELIOS. Chris, thanks for being here again today, man. Appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate you taking the time. A couple quick questions. We have the general managers meeting coming up in the summertime regarding the equipment. What would you feel is the most important equipment that they need to pay attention to as far as equipment-wise?
Well, because the biggest topic I think is concussions, which is probably the most serious issue, would be to maybe address the helmet situation. If you look at the other contact sport, football, their helmets, there's no comparison. Maybe it's time to, readjust and more padding. The helmets, I'm just saying right now, I've worn them myself. There's, for the type of sport we have, there has to be something done with the helmets.
Now, you mentioned helmets. Do you mean even in college? Because I know when you were in school, they didn't require the face mask.
I think hockey, hockey helmets in general, for the speed, we're the fastest sport basically on feet. Being on the ice, they better address the helmet situation. If they're so concerned, obviously the rules have had a lot to do with that, because there's no interfering, no holding up, and for your partner. So guys are just going full speed out there, and there's some big hits, and guys are big and strong. So, if they're not going to change the rules, they better change their helmets.
Now, back in the day when you started, do you feel you would have even more goals with a composite?
No. I mean, I scored a 20 with a wood stick and had no problems. Just, that's evolution. Everybody went to the composite sticks. I think there's an issue with them breaking. They seem to break more than the wood sticks did, but that's, when you're paying 150, 175 bucks a pop, that's the way they work. So it's like a car, the parts. They wear out exactly when they want them to.
The truth. Now, five quick things that come to your mind when I say this. Jack Adams.
Well, I mean, the Adams family, obviously the history, with the
winner of the trophy.
I'm sorry, who won it?
Coach of the year. You didn't list him yet.
I don't know.
What'd you think?
Oh, man, you know what? I've got to be totally honest with you. I've not, because of what I've been doing in Grand Rapids, I haven't followed the NHL near as what I used to the previous year. So it's really tough for me. If I'm thinking about teams, some teams got off to great starts and look like some coaches were going to win the coach year, then they kind of, flattened out, and it's a tough call. Vancouver's having a heck of a year, but they got some great players, so it's a tough call.
What about the Norris?
Well, my vote, a biased vote, would have to be Nick Lidstrom. Last year he wasn't even part of the final three, and once again he's proved at the age of 40 that there's no one better. There's players that have had great years, maybe a little better offensively. I don't know if Nick's leading the league now in defensemen, but every day, day in and out, he's up against the top line of the other teams, and the Red Wings team success is due to not mostly, but a lot has to do with him.
Hart?
You got those Sedin guys over in Vancouver that I don't see them play enough, but they put up points, and their team's had a hell of a year. Once again, if Pab hadn't gotten hurt, he's a guy who sacrifices a lot of offense, which has a lot to do with that trophy, to play a team game, a defensive game that wins games. So, but like I said, Vancouver, they've had a great year, and the Sedins have had a lot to do with that.
And one last quick question. Dom Hasek leading the KHL last year, 7 shutouts. Is there, in your opinion, a possibility that we may see him again in the NHL? And if so, is he going to dress you wardrobe free-wise?
Well, he, actually, funny you mentioned, I talked to Dom 2 weeks ago after they had lost out. He still wants to play, but he still has to, make that decision. He's going to take a little time, but he does want to play, and I've watched a few games, and Dom's Dom. He gets off to that slow start, but come time when it matters in the playoffs and down the stretch, he's there, and I don't think he's going to come back to the NHL. I think the biggest issue in the NHL, why he struggled so much, was this traffic, having 3 guys in front of him. The systems are all collapsing and blocking shots, and I think that's what really hurt Dom. If you let Dom see the puck, he's going to stop the puck, but that's just the way that the NHL is now, and he really struggled with that.
Chris, thank you for your time. Again, best wishes to you and your boys, and I appreciate it. There you go. Chris CHELIOS, boys and girls. Tommy Morris here, Detroit City TV. Catch all the great live events coming up on DetroitCity.tv. Thanks again, Chris.
Yeah, you bet. All right.
Appreciate it.
It's just